Okay, here we go. This is a live stream video for anybody who's watching after the fact. I apologize if the audio or the video is not crystal clear and up to your Hollywood standards. This is Johnny Valentine with Gain Solar and Practical Preppers. We're on a off-grid install. This is our grid tie battery backup install. I'm doing the mech room right now, and you can see I got the battery bank here, Solark inverter, transfer switch, critical load panel. I'm going to go into the other view, so I know you guys would rather see what we're doing than see me talking. And as people comment, I'll try to see what they say here. So anyway, guys, we are a traveling solar crew. I'm the electrician side of it, and then we got Abraham and Antonio. There's the big boss, Abraham and Antonio, and we're just doing getting to do another awesome job. This job is not off grid. They have grid connection, but we are in the southeast in swamplands, and this is a secure location for a gentleman. We see a lot of these places, but this one is just really beautifully done. He's just got awesome cypress. This whole cabin is cypress. And when I first saw it, I thought it was white oak. So it was really nice. He went ahead and had the electrical done for us. And this electrician wasn't a nut about his wires. You could see he was a little, just kind of random, however, but he did, when he did the critical load panel, he used all copper, and I could just tell he knew what he was doing, different things he did and the way he did it. So I'm doing a transfer switch, Solark inverter, and then there's the battery. That's our wireway right there. I always put a bypass. I use a transfer switch as a bypass on the Solark because as good of an inverter as it is, any inverter can have problems. So we want to give our customers the ability to bypass. And what a surprise, Engineer 775 is playing on a tractor. Seems like every time I do a video, he's playing. We got a lot of dirt. Comes up out of the ground when we dig our holes, and there's got to be a place to put that dirt. That's what he has. Hey! He's just in the zone. The Solark inverter is a 8,000 watt continuous inverter, but it can run at 9,000 watts for about 3 hours when it's cell back, and it can surge, upwards of 16,000 watts if it's in a situation where it's got a balanced 240 load and needs to surge. Abraham, how's the job going for you so far?
Going great. Weather's beautiful.
We're live on YouTube here.
Oh, hello, YouTube.
Hello, YouTube. Yeah, it was really wet and foggy, but now the weather's really nice. Abraham and Antonio got the wireway up, and it's just, we got all hands on deck right now. This is how you get a 10 kW grid tie battery backup job done in 3 days. So everybody knows what they're doing. Everybody keep on doing stuff except me. I'm walking around videoing. Antonio's getting the posts up, and then we've got our wires are coming in right here underground. You're live.
You're live?
Yeah, you're live.
Is it live?
Yeah. Good job on that tractor, boss.
I could really do it.
You could really do some damage. So here is the the way this setup's going to be is he's got a PTO generator he's going to be using, and that's his generator inlet, and he's got a big old 200 transfer switch. That's the main panel, and then he put the critical load panel on the other side of the wall going through there. That really helps us because we don't have to come here and mess around doing a bunch of electrical work. Not that we don't like doing a bunch of electrical work, but when we're driving for 8 or 9 hours, we want to get home as soon as we can. So any electrical work that you can have done before is going to save you money, and it's also going to save us time. So this is there's my disconnect for my AC, my feed to my Solark inverter. And then that LB right there is where I'm going. Bring my solar up. See, my solar's going to come right up, go through that, and go into the inverter. So that gutter I was showing you inside is about this height. Anything you need to say to YouTube?
Time to pull some DC.
Time to pull some wires?
Yeah.
Can I show them your private label generator?
Of course.
Scott's Engineer 775 has private labeled a generator for himself here. Did you invent this?
These are a wonderful piece of equipment. This is a 16 kW PTO generator with automatic voltage regulation. Got a nice little meter here so you can tell what you're doing, how many amps you're actually using.
Oh, really? Is that analog or
Yeah,
digital? Oh,
it's
man.
digital.
That's cool.
How many amps you're actually pulling, your voltage. You'll see green, 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 green when you line up at 60 hertz. And we're going to use this to charge the batteries.
So what, you just do you
run your
idle your
RPMs.
tractor up until it's
Idle your tractor until you go green. You go red, 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 green. If you go higher, it'll go red again. Get everything green and hook it up.
so the speed of the PTO is determine the
frequency.
sine wave or
Look
whatever?
at the back here. This is where you get your full power plug. We've already got a nice cord set up for that. Breaker. And you can take this thing anywhere. If you got to work.
I want one of these.
You can drive anywhere and have power to build, charge.
Very cool. And what's this go for? Really? The solid is?
Try to go buy a 16 kW diesel generator, you're gonna pay 16,000.
And how long this thing's a prime power thing? I mean, it'll run.
You got a
The tractor's the motor.
Tractor's the motor.
So this is just an electric motor
We
running.
just set this sucker on a dolly, put it away in the barn. When you need it, pull it out, set up your tractor, hook it up just like you would any 3-point hitch implement.
Will your diesel tractor wet stack if you're not under high load?
On this?
Yeah.
No, well, you're running at 540 RPMs, so you're.
What does wet stack mean?
Oh, it's when you get you're not burning hot enough.
Oh, like you're gonna have to run your regen or whatever?
You're not running hot enough. Now these things are pretty high RPM. It depends on the horsepower of your tractor.
So would my Kubota be pretty good?
Yeah, you'd be good.
Man, for $2,000 I could have this? Wow, that's a deal.
It's a great deal.
So
It works great.
that is awesome. I didn't realize that was that awesome.
Totally.
So when we roll up on a job, we bring my truck, we bring the trailer. Most of the things we see on these, we see it kind of repeats itself. Usually have a really sweet barn. There's usually a shipping container, and there's usually another barn. And then here's this cool house we're working on. There's our lunch site. We got a great lunch site looking over the pasture. So we'll be here today and tomorrow. If you guys want to see anything particular, please let me know. Some people have already asked questions about the solar array. There's going to be 36 panels. They'll be wired in strings of 9. There'll be 4 strings of 9 that get combined into 2 home run strings. The Solark is self-limits each one of those strings to under 20 amps, and those come back and feed into the 2 MPPTs of the Solark. And yes, the Solark is about 4,000 watts on each leg, or 8,000 watts continuous. It does not like to be out of balance. If you don't know what that means, ask me. So this is Johnny Valentine with Gain Solar, being thankful for work. And we may go live tomorrow and show you some, or maybe we're putting these panels up. The reason there's cardboard on the stairs is because we don't want to get everything muddy. We're trying to keep the mud down. We just tore the world up yesterday and it was super mucky and wet, so about to run some conduit up the side of this house for the smart load of the Solark. Solark has the ability, has a smart load function, so if you're making too much power and you're not able to use it in an off-grid situation, you can use it to heat water or run an air conditioner or something like that. And in a grid type scenario, instead of selling all your power to the grid, you can use your excess power to run a smart load, heat water, run an air conditioner, run a motor, whatever you want to do. So this is a cool job. Very cool setup. Yes, Engineer 775, you say Harley Cube says, I recall Engineer 775 doing split arrays. We did do split arrays. No, nobody ever does waste oil boilers. Antonio's supposed to be my helper, but he always helps Abraham. So yeah, we don't ever see waste oil boilers. And the question about if we're doing split arrays anymore, we haven't done a split array in a while. That's what Engineer 775 did, do a split array at his house, but we haven't done it in a while because people seem to really care about what things look like. And if you do a split array, it doesn't look awesome or as often. So this is Johnny Valentine of Gain Solar. I'm signing out.